Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Fall is here. It's a great time to stock your pantry with the foods that you're going to need for your holiday meals coming up. Most of us enjoy gathering with our families and celebrating with special meals, so it's a great time to get organized for your holidays. Think about the favorite menus that you serve. What are the dishes that most people in your family enjoy and expect when you have family gatherings? Look over those recipes and then make a list of all of the ingredients that you will need for your holiday meals. Then shop your prepper pantry. Do you have a lot of those things? Many of the foods that we have for holidays are foods that we can find in our stockpile, or we can buy them ahead so that we have them ready for our holiday meals. Not everything, of course, but there are so many things that we can have ahead of time. And the way that the world has been going, the way that foods are not available, the prices are going up, it's a great time to stock up on those things you know you're going to want in the next few months so that you know that you have them and then you don't need to worry. Think about Thanksgiving. Most of us expect to have turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, rolls, maybe green bean casserole, sweet potatoes or yams. My family always has Waldorf salad. I like to also make a raspberry cranberry jello salad that's my favorite. I'll put a link to that recipe in case it's one you want to try. Then think about simple accoutrements like your rolls, your pumpkin pie, your spices, and any beverages that you enjoy with your meal. Go through and make sure that you have your baking ingredients. Do you have flour, sugar, maybe raisins and craisins? Do you have the nuts and spices that go with your recipes? How about baking soda, baking powder, any of the items that you would use to make your holiday meals? Make sure that you have those in your prepper pantry and in your stockpile. Then look through your dishware. Do you have the serving dishes that you want, your platters? Clean out some of the old food, use it up now so that you have room to maybe put that big old turkey in your freezer. Use up some of the foods that have been in your freezer for a while so that you make room for the future foods that you want going forward to last longer. I like to cook my turkey in parchment paper, so I make sure that I have the parchment paper that I need. Maybe you bake things with foil or wrap them up afterwards to keep them warm. Make sure that you have those baking items that you need. How about a roasting pan for your turkey? My family likes to make mashed potatoes in a crock pot. It's so simple, and then you don't have an extra pan on your stove that you need to prepare at the last minute. Your crock pot is sitting out of the way, keeping your mashed potatoes nice and warm and ready for whenever your meal is ready to be served. I'll put a link to that video too in case you want to learn how to make mashed potatoes in your crock pot. There's still time to shop the sales, to buy the things that you want. Everything from cans of green beans, maybe the cream of mushroom soup, French fried onions for toppings, sweet potatoes, yams, fresh butter, maybe even some extra cans or jars of already made gravy. You can also grab some stovetop stuffing because that's nice to have with leftovers. Even if you don't want to use it originally, it is very good. I like to chop up an apple, throw in some dried cranberries, a few fresh onions, and make stovetop stuffing even more delicious. If potatoes are in short supply, look for some instant mashed potatoes. Make do with the foods that you can find. That's the whole spirit of Thanksgiving, bringing together your friends, your family, those that you care the most about, and enjoying a meal. It doesn't have to be a specific meal. It doesn't even need to be specific foods. But if it's a tradition that you're looking for, try to find the foods that are closest to what you expect and buy them now. You can always plan on a prepper pantry turkey dinner later with things that you have right in your pantry. It doesn't have to be for Thanksgiving. You can have stovetop stuffing, instant mashed potatoes, a can of turkey, a jar of gravy, cranberry sauce. There's all kinds of ways that you can make a meal in your prepper pantry and then it can be available for any day, whether it's a holiday or not. But foods are becoming more expensive, they are in shorter supply, and we don't know for sure what's going to be available. And I know that the news is gloom and doom, so the way to make sure that we can enjoy each day and have the best day possible, plan out ahead of time what you're going to do so you don't panic if things don't go your way at the last minute. You'll know that you have enough supplies, you'll have thought of a few ways to get around the things that you can't have, and continue to have the joy in your life that you want, which is sharing a meal with those that we love the most. That's what we're prepping for, to have the best experience every single day, make the best of what we have so that we can enjoy our meals with those that we love. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.